Hi team, I hope you're having a good day so far and that you enjoyed your 3-day weekend. As usual, I want to make a little video to talk to you guys about what you're going to be doing in class today. So first thing that you guys are going to do is you're going to prepare for some work that we're going to be doing in class on Friday. And what you're going to do is that you're going to go back through and you're going to find all of your old written tasks, your ones from this year and also your ones from last year, and you're going to decide which ones you want to send off to IB. So if you are an HL and you've done all 4 of your written tasks and you've submitted them on time, you need to decide which written task 1 and which written task 2 you want to send off to IB. If you are an SL and you've done at least 3 of the 4 written tasks on time, then you're going to decide which 1 written task you want to send off to IB. So that's your decision if you want to send off a written task 1 or a written task 2. And if you have not done at least 3 of your written tasks on time, then you are no longer in IB English anymore, so you don't have to worry about this. So what you're going to do is that you're going to go through and you're going to clean up your written task. You can add explanations, you can proofread, you can change sentences around, you can add to your rationale. But when you resubmit it to Turnitin.com, it should come up as 85 to 100% plagiarized. So you're not going through and you cannot completely rewrite your written task, but you can definitely add to it if you know that you're under the word count with the final draft that you submitted to Turnitin.com either this year or last year. So you're going to clean those up. You're going to make sure that they're ready and available for you in class on Friday because we're going to be doing some work to submit them to IB together. And if you're not going to be here on Friday, then you're responsible with doing that on your own because everything is due on Friday afternoon from my part. And I can only do my part if you do your part. So you need to be sure to be here in class on Friday. The next thing that you guys are going to do is that you're going to work on a critical analysis for Beloved. So similar to what we did last semester where we looked at the 2-page passages from The Thief and the Dogs, and then you guys analyzed it, you're going to do the same exact thing with Beloved this time. So you're going to find a passage, and there's so many different passages that you can choose from. My suggestion to you is to go through your binder and find your critical analysis handouts that should be in your paper 2 section. Or you can go into Canvas, into the modules, and look at the paper 2 questions. Read them over and figure out which question you feel most comfortable answering based on the book. And then you need to go through and you need to find a passage that you feel like could best answer that question. So we've looked at some passages closely in class that you could definitely use. So pages 16 and 17 where Setha's trying to explain to Paul D about the pain and suffering that she experienced when her milk was taken from her in comparison for him where he thinks that it's about the pain of being beat. There's some gender stuff going on there that you could definitely answer. And then for the chapter where Paul D talks about how Mr. the Rooster was more powerful and more free than he was, you can talk about how in that moment both Setha and Paul D are trying to confront or face their past, and how Morrison in doing that is trying to make us as the readers confront our past with American history. There are so many passages throughout the book that you could use to answer that. You guys have a handout that you completed in class on Friday if you were here where you were responding to one of the paper 2 questions in paragraph form. If you also feel comfortable answering one of those questions, you can as well. So there is one that asks you to explain how violence or insanity is used throughout the book, and the chapter that's written from the point of view of the white perspective when the 4 horsemen arrive to 124 is a great chapter for you to use to answer that question as well. We also ended class on Friday reading the passage where Paul D learns that Setha killed her own child. That could be another really strong passage for you guys to be able to use to answer that violence and insanity question. So you have lots of options. It's on you to choose what it is that you want to analyze, what question you want to answer. And then you need to complete your steps 1 through 4 that were due today, but not one of you turned them in. So you need to get them done in class today. And then on Friday, an intro and 1 full body paragraph is going to be due as well. So you have plenty to get done today. No class time should be wasted. All of the seats in the back of the class should not be inhabited either. You need to be sitting with your group members. And if I come into class to check on you because I'm just next door in Mr. Gray's room and anyone is out of line, you're going to pay the consequences for it. So now's the time to take care of business and get your work done. I hope you have a good day. Find your written task. I'll see you on Friday.